I am Amelia, and I'm the student body president. I'm Addison, and I'm the vice president.
I'm also Addison, and I'm the religion executive.
I'm Sophia, and I am the spirit executive.
I'm Lucy, and I'm the academics executive.
I'm Mercy, and I'm the environmental officer.
So our school is focusing on helping those in need, especially with COVID going on right now. A lot of families have lost their jobs and have their income has gotten a lot smaller. And so we're just really focusing on all of those families and the homeless out there that don't have enough food to survive. So we really just want to make sure that they are getting the food that they need, especially in these really challenging times.
In our religion classes, we're talking about Catholic social teaching and the pillars of Catholic social teaching. And we really realized about how much we need our community to come together as one. Those who still have their jobs and those who don't, and those who have a home and those who don't, we are all one body. So we need to help out our community when we saw what's really going on in our city. A few years ago, we had these big barrels that we had different types of food that we put into, and then this year it just looks a little bit different because of COVID. So in every classroom, we just have a different little collection of each item instead of assigning a different item to a different class, but it's basically been an annual thing. Well, all of the distance learners who are still on Zoom, they can still log into the assemblies that are on Zoom streamed to all the classrooms. So, and every week we announce what's going to be the next item. And so if they want to, they can bring in stuff and leave it on the Friday drop off where they get all their schoolwork.
So each week we have a food product or a food branch that we are focusing on. So for example, our first week was canned fruits and vegetables. And the goal is that if you donate your items and then you try to match Mrs. Sparks' items. So Mrs. Sparks will bring in 2 items or however many items she brings in, and you try to get the same one as her without knowing which one. That makes it really fun. And if you get the same item as Mrs. Sparks, you get free dress the next day.
Yeah, if the teachers just make fun little challenges, I think that will also motivate people to bring stuff, especially if it's something that you get to do with the teacher or have fun in the classroom and donate at the same time. I think it'll motivate the kids and everything.
But today, he said if we collected enough cereal boxes, then the 8th grade could try to build a tower out of cereal boxes, and they have to be as tall or taller than the lights and stay up for 30 seconds. And if that happens, then we get to dress him the next day in whatever we wanted. So that was a cool thing. And we ended up getting 46 boxes of cereal in our classroom. So that was a really good way to motivate. Zoomers were able to also collaborate with the rest of the class, making sure that their idea for how the structure of the tower should be built and everything. So kind of going off of fun things like that where the students can be involved, but also making it a little bit fun for the teachers as well. I think it's a great way to involve the whole school community.
In the past, they've done other things than the food drive, such as CRS rice bowls, and in about kindergarten, we did making blankets for the homeless. So those were kind of our other things we used to do. We do the rice bowls during Lent, and this is usually when we do that time. When we do the food drive around Thanksgiving and Christmas.
Even though we're all distant and not all all able to be here as one in school, our community is still very tight-knit, even if we can't be physically close to each other. I feel like our school has had the opportunity and the resources to make sure that our community stays pretty close with assemblies and the food drive and everything like that. So this has been a really cool experience for our school. We're all trying our best right now, and we know that this is a hard time for everyone, but I think especially right now, in these times, it's really important for Christians to all come together because this is our role as we're supposed to be leaders in our faith. And I think if Christians don't do it, like who will? So I think it's important that we all remember that it's a tough time, but this should be a time where we get even closer and try even harder to help those who really need the support right now. Yeah, thank you for having us. Have an amazing day. Bye. Bye.